don't know about it. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is me. It's me, now let's go. It's me. Again. I'm back again. Got the festival makeup because I'm not even going to a festival, but I'm going to be talking about one. Same thing, right? Pretty much same thing. We're going to be talking about Budapest. Or Budapest. I mean, the place is called Budapest, but the festival's called Budapest, so this is actually Red Bull. Like, it's blue. I didn't actually know it was blue until I poured it into a glass. I just like drinking out of a glass like this because it makes me feel fancy. It makes me feel like, you know, I'm going out or something, but I'm not. Anyway, Sunday the 1st of September to Tuesday the 3rd of September. So it's really cool. So how it came about was me and my best friend. This was last year's one that we went to. So I believe it was the second year running that it actually was going on. So no one really knew much about it. There wasn't really a lot of videos out there. But I remember we were at my workplace, and I remember she must have come see me or something along those lines, and I remember we were talking about our birthdays and like what we're gonna do for it, and then like what presents we wanted to get each other. I think it was like birthday related, even though both our birthdays are in March. We still kind of was just saying like, oh, like what do you want to do for it, etc, etc. So yeah, and we had never been on holiday, so she must have tagged me this on Facebook, and she was like, it was like one of those really cool, like, I don't know, intros to the actual festival, and it was really, really cool. And you literally go onto the website and it has everything. You basically choose flights, you choose accommodation, and you choose the tickets of what it is that you actually want to do there. We done boat party, was one of them. We done spa party. So Budapest has their own kind of, yeah, it's like a little outdoor pool area thing. It's like their main attraction, why people usually go there. So when you're actually in there, it's really warm. It's like kind of like a jacuzzi kind of feel. We paid all together for flights, accommodation, and all the tickets. I think it was like £350 each. I don't think it was more than that. And then yeah, so yeah, we booked obviously the tickets. It was mainly just going to be us two that were going to go. And then afterwards we kind of spoke about it. We kind of felt a bit awkward, like just us two going, just two girls. And then we basically invited my other half, and also one of his good friends, and also another one of his friends. So in total there was meant to be actually 6 people going. However, one dropped out at the last minute, and the one that dropped out had bought his tickets with one of the other guys, and he actually had different accommodation to us. So because he had different accommodation to us, he was kind of left on his own. And yeah, so it was kind of an awkward situation, but we thought maybe when we get there we could probably like squeeze him into our room or something like that along those lines. But yeah, so that's that. So done a bar crawl. Tip for you guys is that if you're doing the boat party, I recommend you don't do it on the night that you land. Big mistake, because our flight was actually delayed by an hour. So you can imagine the stress that we were all going through. So what we did was, on the flight, when we obviously knew that we were going to be delayed for an hour, she actually rang them up to say, obviously we have the boat party booked for that evening, but however we're going to be late or might not even make it at all. Like, what do we do? Oh my god, there's a wasp! I thought it was going to come in. So yeah, she called them up and she was like, you know, like, we're going to be late, we're not going to make it. What do you recommend us to do? And when you get to your hostel, just tell them, like, you know, just tell them the situation, and I'm sure they'll be able to probably squeeze you in a different day. They were like, we can't promise it will happen, but I'm sure we'll be able to do something. So we landed, got the taxi. Taxi was quite cheap. I recommend, if you're taking taxi, make sure to go to the actual, like, it's like an airport taxi stand thing. So it's like outside of the, you come outside of the airport and then straight away there's like a queue of people, and they're literally like actually ready to like book their taxis, and then they take you to the designated person that's actually going to take you, rather than the ones that stand inside the airport. One, they're going to overcharge you like a lot, because we asked one of the guys. Two, he just like, I don't know what it was, but he just seemed a bit, not dodgy, but like the boys had gone ahead and they were outside smoking, while me and my best friend were approached by this guy, and he was like, oh, like, where you going, like, I'll take you. And I was like, oh my god, like, what? One, he was overcharging us, and two, like, you just know if he's coming up to two girls that he thinks are alone. We got there, got to our hostel. Our hostel was like, it was like on a main street, so there was like loads of like, there was like a pizza place there, there was like kind of like an off-licensee kind of shop thing. Like, it was good. Like, there was like a long strip of like loads of different food places. As we got to the reception bit, there was like the event people that worked for Budapest. We told them the situation, that we called up saying that, you know, the boat party's tonight, obviously we're already late by however long, it's not like they're going to be waiting for us, like, what do we do? So he was really nice. He was like, it's not like really formal, and he was like, but however, he was like if this makes sense, he was like, they're not going to turn you down. They see you have a boat party wristband, they're not going to turn you down, type of thing. He was like, so I wouldn't stress too much about tonight. And he was like, so don't worry. He was like, just go to the boat party as normal, like, this is the time it is, and that's it, basically. So I was like, amazing. They changed our bar crawl to tonight, or basically they just said, just go to the bar crawl tonight, and then I'm sure they're not going to basically turn you down. So we all shared one room, started getting ready. I took like half my festival-ish makeup. I had like glitter dots, like I made like glitter it was not for a bar crawl. To the first bar we were meant to meet. Obviously when we got to the place, they didn't have our names on the list, because obviously we were for the next night, the night after. And then the wristbands that you get, they basically mark it. So on the wristbands you have one for boat party, one for bar crawl, one for spa party, like things like that. And then basically because you've been there, they mark it with a marker pen to say that you've done that already, so you can't go to another event like that twice. It was fairly cheap. I mean, I think like maybe a beer was £3, something like that. A vodka and like, I don't know, like a spirit and a mixer, they were around like £5 and things like that. So pretty fair prices, nothing like overpriced, nothing that you've noticed like it was like, oh my god, this is so pricey. And I think one of the last ones, so we were with this guy and we were trying to actually get him really, really drunk. Ordered him an absinthe shot.
Alright, should I go?
Oh, don't drink it fast! Oh my god! So yeah, that was him drinking his lovely shot. It was good. I think every single bar that we went to, you got a free drink or a free shot or whatever as you walked in, so it was quite nice of us. So there would be these people that would like worked for Budapest, and they'd hold these like flags so you know which like colour you were like following. But we were so loud, like you can imagine a bunch of like English guys, English girls, like literally all they're like, way, like just fucking yelling the whole time. And all the locals were like standing there just filming us as if they were the tourists or something. So yeah, I mean, we entertained Budapest. Really hot, so the next day that we were there, it must have been like 30 degrees or something, but it was really, really nice weather. We didn't want it to go to waste, so we went to get some food. We went and got some like street food, things like that. By the way, there are Burger Kings there, there are McDonald's there, so, and they're always open quite late. They're like kind of off-license shops were really cheap. Like wine there was ridiculously cheap. I bought martini asti, because I like kind of like really sweet drinks and everything, so I had a bottle of that. That was like, I don't know, £7, so exactly the same price as it is here. Ready for the boat party. So we got a few drinks. The guys were like outside smoking or whatever, so where our kind of little hostel was, there was like a little outdoor-ish but indoor-ish area where you can go and it was like a balcony. I'll insert a photo just to show you exactly how it looks, but I took a photo there. But yeah, it's like a little balcony thing, and you can go there and smoke, so you don't have to go completely outside the hostel. So me and my best friend were getting ready, so when we tell the boys, right, it starts at this time, we need to be ready and we need to leave out the door, say, I don't know, at like 6, the latest, this is the time. They were like, yeah, we got loads of time, yeah, it's all good, yeah. No. So finally we're ready. Where are the boys? Okay, like, where the hell are they? They're not outside in the fucking balcony area, whatever thing, in the front of the hostel, anything like that. So I was just like, okay, right, this is really stressing me out now. We're obviously calling them, trying to get through. See that both their phones are here and they're on charge, so we can't call 2 of them, so we're left with 1 person to basically keep ringing. We get through, I was like, where are you guys? You need to come back. And they're like, yeah, we're coming back. They come back, they're not even ready, okay? So by this point, we're running late again. And everyone's mood's changed. Everyone's pissed off, everyone's stressed out. And then yeah, so we literally go outside, we're trying to find what's the quickest way to basically get there. So we go outside and we see 2 girls, and they look like, you know, they're from like the Budapest kind of, like, it looks like that they're here for that. So we started talking to them and they were like, yeah, we were meant to go to the boat party today, but I don't know, we're running late, like, do you think we can make it? And we were like, we don't know, like, we're meant to go to the boat party too, like, do you think that we won't make it? And they were like, yeah, no, I don't think we will, because it's 20 minutes away from here, cabs are saying they'll take 40 minutes to get here, blah blah blah. And I was like, this is not good. I was like, this is not fucking good. We literally run out, we run to the tram, we must have, yeah, we were trying to figure out, because everything's in a different language, and we see that the tram that we need is coming, and we're like, right, we're gonna get on this, we're not gonna fucking pay. Yeah, so we finally get off and we absolutely leg it, and then all I see is this fucking big queue. I'm literally like, what? And I was so happy. I was so happy. So we were so lucky that there was such a big queue outside. So they were running, so they actually run late by an hour. We got in like after half an hour of queuing up, but it was fine because we had enough time to take photos, which I'll show you over here. Tip and trick is honestly buy multiple at a time, because the queue that you have to wait, you miss like half the actual music and half of everything, like when you're there. Have the bar on the first 2 levels, like downstairs. So yeah, me and my friend did queue up like once, and then after that we didn't go back, we just like sipped whatever wine the guys had. But the guys did go back a few times. But the tip and trick is to get multiple at a time, because 1, they sell out really quick, and 2, so you don't have to keep queuing up and you can stay where you are. So yeah, that was the boat pie. Wear heels, girls, no point of bringing heels. Last night that we were going to be there, it was the sparty, or the spa party, or whatever it is that you want to fucking call it. Bit of a mishap, okay? So the guy that we were with, the one that, he had a different hostel to us, so he ended up actually sleeping on the floor in our room and everything like that. We'd done him a little kind of, put the carpet there, and he just slept on the floor. So we get to the front of where we get to show our tickets and our wristbands to say, yeah, this is like, you know, this is our like pass to get in. They check your bags. The guy that we were with, he actually, the ticket he bought was for the day. It wasn't the nighttime spa party, it was during the day one. So we get to the front, obviously we all get in, and who's left? Our friends left right at the end, and they're not letting him in, and we're like, what do you want us to do right now? Like, what, like, go, all of us not go? Because we told him, we were like, you need to stay in the hotel, like, you're not gonna get in, okay? And along to the spa party. Yeah, so how it works in the spa party is basically you get, because you can't have actual money in there obviously, so you get this little card thing, so it's in a little lanyard, and it's a card, and you basically put money onto the card. You go to the front there, you say how much you want on there, you give them in cash, and then yeah, you have this card, so your money's not getting wet, nothing like that. And then you obviously have lockers and everything like that, of where you can put all your shit away and everything like that. Careful, like there are people doing things in there that you don't want to be a part of. Basically, you just gotta, when you're going through the crowd, you just gotta look straight and try not to look at what's going on. Some people are way too intimate, is the word. They're a bit too intimate, okay? There's things that I wish I didn't see. Basically, just don't go underwater. It's not worth it. just thought they were invisible, and you know, and they were just like, you know what, fuck it, fuck it. Literally, you know, each to their own. Not judging here, not something I would do, but hey, as soon as you come out of this hot, lovely water, you're stepping on, like, it feels like you're in, I don't know, like in Iceland or whatever. Like, you're literally stepping on floor that's freezing cold. You have to run to the changing rooms, everything's so far away. Imagine going to the bar, like how we hardly ever went to the bar. We literally went once and then that was it. It was too cold, like it was horrible. But the tip is, make sure that you have the evening one, not the day one, because the day one, they will not let you in, no matter how much you preach. No, even if you actually bribe the security guy, they will not let you in, like 100%. So yeah, it's not worth it. However, it is, when it's nighttime there, it's so dead, like to the point where it's just quiet. It's just quiet, there's like no one around, and there's like hardly any street lights. If there is, it's like dotted around here and there, like honestly. And then if you go past a park, oh my god, like it's so fucking scary. Like it's completely different to the night and day. Like there, it's just weird. It's like as soon as it hits like 10, everyone's indoors. Like I didn't know if that was like a warning to say it's not safe out there or whatever, but because we were in a massive group, I guess we didn't feel so, we felt safe. But again, if it was just me and my best friend, it would have not been good. Like I would have definitely 100% took taxi, but the taxis were so expensive. We were asking, they were quoting us like £50, and that was to get us 10 minutes up the road, so definitely not worth it. We were, even though we were soaked and everything, I put a hood on, I put a towel over my head, and then we just walked back. So we walked back to the hostel. Next following day was our last day there. Our flight was that evening. It was around like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock or something like that. At reception, I was like, look, is there any way we can extend our stay, like, and we pay just a bit extra? So they couldn't extend like the day, you just have to pay for overnight, which was a bit shit. But to be fair, split between all 5 of us, we paid £8 each. There's a lot of the people at the spa party that I was talking to, they had their flight that morning. So literally the spa party ended at like 2 a.m. and then they had the flight at like 6 a.m. and I was like, how the fuck are you gonna do that? So people on like these flights drenched like from the spa party. Like I was just like, I'm so happy I didn't choose my flight to be at that time. And is made a whole like week out of it. I would have went to the festival and then still stayed there for like a couple more days extra, and then done all those different things. So I still done Budapest and I done Budapest at the same time, because now I still want to go back there, but I want to do more of like the things that the actual country has to offer and everything like that. So I would have done that differently. Price wise, 350. I think it was alright. So yeah, I hope you really liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you have. To subscribe down low. I upload a video every single Sunday, Monday. Press the little bell if obviously you want to get notified every single time I post a video. To follow me on Instagram. And yeah, thanks.